Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good evening. We are live on our Wednesday live at 7 o'clock. If you're watching us on Gotstyle Women, Gotstyle Men, do not forget that it's there as well. So thank you for joining us. I'm not obviously doing the dry January. So we do have a lot. Who does that anymore?
I don't know anybody who's doing
Exactly.
dry January. Why?
Why? So why?
What are you going to do during January if it's dry?
You have to drink.
Freezing outside. You can't go outside. It's like feels like what, minus 20 today?
I know.
You're going to stay home, and what are you going to do at home? You're going to drink.
So that's what we're doing here. We're very bundled up because it is so freaking
Cold.
And we shouldn't really complain because we're Canadians, you know? We should be able to buck up.
No,
but goddamn
I never get used to this. It's always like a shock every
It's always
year.
a shock to the system.
And we're like, oh my God, it's really minus 20 out. It's
I know.
happening.
But, I mean, you know.
But it's nice and warm in here.
It's nice and warm in here because
Yeah.
I've been drinking already. And we're wearing our wonderful faux furs.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Freed coat. Freed has been around since 1921, so over 100 years. They are a Canadian company. They started doing, obviously, real furs, but you can't do real furs. So now they're doing these amazing, fun faux furs. The crop style in the purple. We've got another one that's a little more oversized in the red.
The color is stunning.
It's stunning.
The color alone is worth it.
And it's just so fun. And I love the fact that it's got the cuff, so the wind won't blow up when it's really cold. And this is $4.45. And there are different levels of faux fur, don't you find? Like, I find there's some faux fur that's really cheap out there and crappy. This is not one of them.
This
because
looks expensive,
darling.
right? And that's what we like.
We're all about expensive. And of course, Brandon and I just finished doing some buying the other day.
Ooh,
And purple,
anything good?
well, definitely purple's a color seeing in
Yes.
menswear. So we bought a purple double-breasted coat for you guys, a couple of purple sweaters. So I'm loving the purple because it's a very regal, and it is the top chakra color. I just learned that.
Ooh, isn't it the healing color too?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm putting it with our Scorpio's purse, just because it's a perfect little going out.
This is
outfit.
my favorite bag.
I know.
I gotta tell you, for a going out bag, it holds everything. Like I
Everything.
can get my phone in there, I can get my makeup, my keys, and anything else I'm bringing out for the evening.
And it's just
it
so
all
cute.
fits in here.
What are you wearing, Lindsay?
Well, I'm also wearing faux fur, but I'm a little animalistic, a little animal.
Because animal prints are so
They're
big.
and they're in for
Yep.
men and they're in for women. They're all over the runways. It's very Dolce & Gabbana of us. But we sell here at Gotstyle at Cheerleader, which is another Canadian brand that we're selling. And it's just so hot.
And it is warm because it's freezing.
It is lined.
Yeah.
Both of our jackets are lined on the inside, pockets. Mine is double-breasted. I thought it'd be more chic if I just throw it over my shoulders.
What is joining?
Everyone, hi.
Hello, Sarah.
Thank you for joining. Hi, Sarah. Welcome to Fashion Wednesday here at Gotstyle. I'm wearing my meat suit underneath. If you do not have a meat suit already, then you just need to get one. It's a family-run company. It's made in the same factory as Max Mara in Italy. It's a double-breasted. It's a little bit looser. Like I'm wearing a smaller size today, and it still looks fantastic. It's more of your boyfriend's blazer, double-breasted. And these pants are so comfortable. Side pockets, single-button closure. Oh, I gave a little sneak peek of my shirt
Bodysuit underneath.
I look a little nude underneath, but I am wearing original copy. Bodysuit, and we have a lot of original copy. If you guys need inspiration for Valentine's Day or a party, we have 50% off on our original copy suits. But I wore it because you never know where you're going here at Gotstyle with Melissa. Today I'm wearing it dressed up, this suit, but on the weekend, alternatively, I can throw a running shoe and a t-shirt with this, and I come to work on Sundays because what do you wear like on a weekend? You might as well wear a full suit and make it more casual.
Exactly. So you're going to talk about that because we've got some really good guest stars.
Yeah.
Guest stars. I guess we can call them stars.
Stars.
Exactly. But I do want to mention that the tickets are up for our Valentine's Day party that we are doing on the 14th, which is a Friday. For all the lovers and all the haters out there. So again, if you are single, come party with us. If you're in a relationship and don't want to spend for an overpriced dinner, come party with us. Open bars, multiple open bars.
Or just come and hang out with us.
Exactly.
I'll be there all night long. Like
You're gonna do a
every
fashion
Valentine's,
show?
I'm putting together a fashion show. We're looking for models, so please DM us all over Instagram. Because then we're organizing it. We're going to have some amazing clothes in the show. We have a singer. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, but it's going to be like a big deal that he's coming in to sing, and we're going to do a whole performance. I'm so excited to see you guys all there. It's going to be our last really big party at the distillery, so let's make this one of the best ones we've
Exactly.
ever had. And
Let's trash it.
I tell you guys every year, please buy a ticket early, because what happens that day, you guys start calling us looking for them, and we've already sold out. The people know about our legendary parties, they buy a ticket early.
Exactly. So make sure you get a link in our bio as well. So make sure you buy them, because February 14th is coming up soon, and you do not want to be left out in the cold.
And you do not want to be left with having no plans. Making dinner plans is not as easy as you think on Valentine's Day. You think, okay, guys, you're last minute just going to throw together dinner plans. No. The restaurants are probably already booked by now, so now you're going to have to bring your date over to us.
Exactly. And we'll show her a good time, so not to worry.
Right. With all the open bars that we have.
Exactly.
Like,
and we will have, for everyone who is doing a dry January, moving into a dry February, we will have non-alcoholic drinks as well too. So yes.
But the best part, we have a tarot card reader that's coming, and she is fantastic. Everything she told me last year came true.
Ooh.
So that
I
is
didn't even have a chance to see
high,
her
high recommendation.
Because she
for
was
her.
so busy.
Yeah.
So
With me.
you hugged all time.
I did. I hugged
you
her. I
totally
loved
hugged her.
Yes. And then I called her after.
So funny.
So it worked really well.
So we have some great guest stars today. The first one is Michael.
And I'm going to give Mike my mic.
Come on over, Michael.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to mic you up.
Mic me up.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Lindsay.
So, as we know, we like to drink at Gotstyle. So we met Michael at our Italian event, because you were doing the wines there, and you were part of, let's actually move in the frame a little bit more. You are part of another wine club, which is different than the wine club with Curitas. Your club that I love because you deliver cases of wine. And I know women who during COVID, I probably had maybe 1 or 2 cases a week. Maybe. Tell us more about, I'm going to say it wrong.
Opimian.
Opimian,
Yes,
which
yes.
is based on a Greek god.
It's based actually on a Roman emperor who was known as Opimian, because the vintage ever at that time was the Opimian vintage. So Opimian is a private members wine club. We sell wines exclusively to our members, so they're not available in the LCBO, in any restaurant.
I love that.
And we have a network of members across the country. So what we are, we're 50 years old, believe it or not.
Yeah, you've been around for a long
Very
time. I
long
didn't
time.
believe that. That's
The club
amazing.
is a few years older than me, believe it or not. So yeah, so Opimian, it's really cool. It's unique. The name, like we said earlier, a little bit hard to pronounce. It comes from a little bit of a smoke and mirrors entity from the beginning. But I myself, as the head of growth, are always looking for new opportunities to introduce new members to the club, because we're also a not-for-profit, which is pretty interesting in this space. So we sell wines only to our members, and the more members we have, the more wines we can provide them, and the more opportunities we can provide them, like different tasting events. We can talk a little bit about some of the wines we brought and the tours that we've done. We also travel, winemaker dinners, tours, etc. So it's a pretty unique club, different than what exists in the market. Curitas is awesome, but we're very different in that, like you said, we deliver wines to your house and create amazing
And I
wines.
find that is a great way to test out wines, is to have a case that can be a mixed case, right?
Can be a mixed case,
It
yeah.
can be a mixed case, and then you always have a video notes.
You got it.
So it's a great way to learn about new wines, because I find I kind of get stuck on doing the same wine all the time. So I love trying something.
So actually, it's really interesting. So all of our members get this beautiful magazine times a year. In here, not only are there tasting notes, there are recipe suggestions. We work with a writer from the CBC that provides us pairing ideas for each of the wines in the magazine. There's beautiful write-ups, vintage comparisons. We work with 3 different masters of wine that actually select the wines for us.
Oh, get closer. Ooh,
Yeah.
we're not in the shot.
Oh,
So, so I really, when I started into it, I really intrigued, because it's a great way to test new things, and I love
Absolutely.
that. So how does the membership work? You're paying like an annual membership, and then you're paying for whatever cases you want, right?
You nailed it. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. We have an annual membership. The cases, we have a couple different subscription programs.
Right.
So it's a great way to buy mixed cases. We have something called Everything But Red. So that's a mixed case of sparkling and whites. We have a thing called the Masters case. So it's actually a case that our Masters of Wine select. Those are 3 bottles, 2 of each in a case. Then we have a Founder's Choice, which is really premier of red wines. And then a lot of our members are usually on a subscription and then also order a la carte.
Right.
So we offer the ability to taste, a lot of grapes that you wouldn't see in the other.
Well, that's what I love, because I always find that the LCBO is like the biggest mafia out there.
Sure.
And you're so limited to the different types of wine you can have on. Even though they say when there's no one's getting paid, somebody's getting paid.
Yeah,
like there's something going on, because they're
absolutely.
so. Even in the vintages, sometimes the wine selection is not the best.
Yeah, well, LSBO, there are certain quantity thresholds, things that they need to meet in order to sell their product, understandably given the size and the scope of which they operate.
Right.
But we offer the ability to try unique and interesting bottles. I remember at the Christmas party, I poured you a glass of Caraconte, which was the first wine, what very few people have heard of.
I've never heard of that wine.
And it's like spectacular.
Amazing.
Besides Chablis, right?
Yes, same with the champagne that we're having now. This I'm not a typical. I don't really love, Veuve Clicquot champagne because it's too bubbly all the way through. This is got a smoothness to it that is yummy.
Absolutely. So a couple of things I told Melissa before. One thing to watch out for. So this is our champagne from our premier champagne producer, Carol Doyard, which operates under initials on the label. That means it's actually a grower champagne. So this is not only somebody that actually grows the grapes, gets the juice, makes the champagne, unlike Veuve Clicquot, which is a big house, which is actually grabbing grapes and juice
From everywhere.
From everywhere. Region Champagne. So this is really unique. The other unique thing about this is you see that there's a date. So they only make vintage champagne on perfect growing years. So that means 2015, spectacular year. Most champagne is a blend or a QA of different vintages.
Exactly.
So that's where this, and there's other things to go into like 3-year minimum aging, etc. And that's why this is going to be creamier, a little bit less effervescent sometimes. This also has a lot greater aging potential. So champagne will actually evolve in the bottle in your cellar. By the time you have it in 5-10 years,
It's going to be
totally different treat.
amazing.
Yeah.
And you told me something interesting about this wine producer, that she has another wine she's in the ocean.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Really interesting. A few different regions and people have done this. So she's not the pioneer in this.
Right.
She's one of the pioneers in champagne. So she ages vintage champagne. She ages some in the ocean off the coast of Brittany, and she ages some in her cellar. And we sell this to our members as a 2-bottle comparison pack. And it's wild because the one at the bottom of the ocean actually comes with like barnacles and
That's
stuff.
hilarious. I love it. But you would never get this in an LCBO.
No, like it would never exist. And I think last year we had maybe 32 bottle packs for all of Canada.
Wow.
So like a lot of the wine that we offer is hyper rare. It's almost like you would buy it on allocation if people are familiar with that concept. So, you order it, it's going to actually come from the winery in Champagne through the LCBO or the various provincial process. And it's going to arrive at you and have your friends over, champagne at the bottom.
I think if you're a wine person, this is a great club too. I'm going to talk a little bit about Mike's outfit because we're also talking about clothing too. So Mike is wearing one of our favorite yoke blazers. It's got off shoulder, so there's no shoulder pads on it. So if you are doing a tasting, it gives you freedom of movement. And if you're around, it's one of the ones that has the inlay in it. So this does zip out once Mike gets to a place that doesn't need that extra protection. And he's wearing it with our favorite turtleneck of the season, which is by Horst for $180. Let's try another one. We've got everybody in the back who's tasting as well. They're all enjoying. They're all very well dressed as well.
So what is in the glass here is a beautiful wine from my friend and wine producer, Mauricio Orca. I got to know Mauricio last year on one of our wine tours. So he makes wine in a couple of different regions, primarily Argentina and Spain. This is his Argentinian project. Wow. Really interesting guy. Kind of worked his way through the Argentinian wine scene, making wine at some big wine houses, and just his own thing. And what he wanted to do was produce wines at a really high level of altitude. Argentina clearly offers that. Right? So he's in the Yucco area near Mendoza. And then this is primarily a Malbec blend. So this is part of his Grand series. So these are some of the best wines that he produces out of Argentina. They have seen some time in the barrel. So as Andre mentioned, you're going to see some like grippiness is a wine term. That's going to be the tannin, right?
Yeah.
So this is one of the premier wines. It's not the top tier of what he offers, but it's about the next step down. Really beautiful wine. It's a 20. You're going to see Malbec, Petit Verdot, a little bit of Cabernet Franc in there. And this is something that would also age really well in your cellar. We kind of talked about that as well, where over time, this will improve. And this is something like if you like red meat, I don't know if you're been in Argentina before.
I went to Mendoza actually.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, it was all wine and meat. It's like a home run for me.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a saying there, like if you haven't eaten beef today, you haven't eaten, right?
Yeah,
so like
100%.
this is built
For red meat. Yes,
meat,
I definitely don't want to
And if you don't eat red meat, this would be great with like a portobello mushroom grilled, something like that. So,
Very nice,
yeah.
amazing. So we're going to have the link in our bio to the club.
Yep.
Do we have a special discount for any of our
Yes,
Gotstyle guys?
absolutely. So we will provide you with a very special discount. Right now with the tax holiday, we're limited in our discount
Right.
of just like the tax off.
Yeah.
But as soon as that's over, what we can do is we can offer everybody 30% off their membership and their first order as well.
And then we could definitely have you back here for another tasting.
Please.
Because I do think once people know about the level and the quality of wines that are available, if you are a wine person and a wine snob, or if you're like me and you just want to get to know wines better, this is amazing. I love tasting new. I love the fact that I don't sometimes like going to Milsevio because you're not getting that expert unless you know somebody that works there that'll
sure.
tell you, this is what the taste is like, this is what it's, close to. What you offer in terms of the information in the catalog gives you that next level that I think that people like me want.
Like to me, I was saying to Melissa earlier, like I'm a real kind of like history, geography, culture nerd, traveled a bunch, and like I really gravitate not only to the flavor of wine, the story behind the place, the people, the process.
Some of the stories that you're saying are amazing about all these different wines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that that to me is what's really fun about wine.
Yes.
And when you're at a dinner party and you're part of it and you're pouring the wine and you also have that story, it heightens the experience as well, right?
Exactly.
I think that's what makes it
Because
really
it is
special.
all, whether you're in clothing, whether you're in wine, whether you're in food, it's all about telling the story, and I really think that your club does that.
Yes, thank you, Melissa.
Thanks, Michael.
Awesome.
Okay, let's get our next guest stars in.
Okay, that's you. Okay, Mel, mic up, babe. Okay, we're back. I'm back. I'm just miking up, and we're just miking up our star for the evening. His name is Parker. He works at Adidas. Here he is. Say hi to everybody. Gotstyle Men, YouTube, and Gotstyle Women.
Hi everyone, this is Parker from Adidas. Really excited to be here at Gotstyle, working with Lindsay again. This is not our first, it is our anniversary of meeting each other. So we thought we'd kind of come together and do this exciting collaboration.
Yeah. We actually met at a design show. I was in the runway and I was going to the washroom. Parker was sitting on a chair and and it was like a pause moment where you just fall in love, where it's like, I like your kid and I'm like, I like your jacket. And we became instant friends, and it's been a full year us.
Yeah, exactly.
And I modeled in one of Parker's fashion shows at Adidas.
Yeah.
So what do you do for Adidas?
Yeah, really great. So again, we met at the design show last year. I'm actually a student for interior design. I study at the Academy of Design and Technology at Yorkville University. So kind of doing a little bit of field work, and I met Lindsay, but yeah, I work for Adidas. So
you got a little bit more than what you expected.
Oh, exactly. A really great opportunity, really great connection.
Yeah.
I'm the consumer experience project manager, essentially, for Adidas, working out of the Toronto Meeting Center.
Yeah.
So essentially centered around community outreach, customization, and collaboration with hyper-localized businesses. We manage several different events throughout the year, including 2 fashion shows, do sweat series, VIP shops, we do customization, lots of collaboration with your localized artists as well. So really exciting, and really excited to kind of bring our 2 brands together and collaborate today.
Well, I thought I was busy. You sound like you're more busy than I am. Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely really exciting. My first undergrad was in performing arts, so I grew up as a child actor.
So can you like recite any lines for us?
Recite any lines? I'm a
Can
little
you
bit
be
out of practice
a child
now.
actor? Did you do?
So a
Like,
lot
did
of
you do
stage. I grew up in a
commercials?
very small
Wow.
town. Yeah, so locals. Every single year I was doing 2 different productions.
2 different productions a year?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're always busy.
Always busy, and then
Yeah.
when I went to university, it was a lot of dance, a lot of acting, that sort of stuff.
Wow.
might be
That's why
competitive
you're so
dance.
good on the runway.
Well, I guess so.
You just have it kind of like in you.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, creative outlet and creative expression is something that's huge to me. So to be able to, represent a fashion brand like Adidas is really incredible. And then, different avenues of my life, designing interiors and everything in between is really, really amazing. So
will you be at the Distillery show this weekend?
For this weekend, unfortunately not. I'm very, very busy. I do wish that I could be there. It was so amazing last year getting to see all these incredible, up and coming and very established designers. So definitely missing out this year, but got to put your own mask on first. Got to make sure that you're taking care of your own projects and your own initiatives. So I'm really happy to be, focusing on my own things this year.
Well, Melissa and I will be going, so you guys content from that tomorrow night. Melissa and I are looking forward to it. I love design. I have this new place that I need to move into, and I need all new inspirational ideas. Maybe you could help me decorate, actually.
Yeah, of course. Would love to do that.
I would love that.
Lot
Put
more
some stripes on the wall, too.
Well, of course. 3 stripes, of course.
Yeah, 3 stripes.
Yeah.
Stripes it is. So actually, with Parker's outfit today, what we decided to do is we decided to do suits and sweats mixed together. So we mixed the Adidas with Gotstyle, and I think it's a fabulous partnership for us.
Yeah.
So we both decided to walk in with our coats on our shoulders because it gives us a little and we stand out from the crowd, and I think it's pretty fabulous. Now we decided to go with the browns today. We're doing a kind of like a brown earth tone day. Parker came in today and he was wearing all brown, and I was like, great, let's mix everything together and tie it back to Gotstyle. Now I love this overcoat on you because it is unconstructed, it isn't lined, so when your jacket isn't lined, it gives you a lot of room to layer and create your own warmth. And it's a lightweight jacket. Now it's a jute jacket, it's a wooden notch lapel jacket, which means you've got the great lapel here. And it's $8.98. It is the last one left. It is a size fee, and once this live is over, it's going to be sold. So you guys better get on it right now, because Parker here is a wonderful model and he looks so good on it. I doubt it'll be here by tomorrow. Now underneath, I want to show you what I put Parker in. I'm going to take the jacket off. We're going to go from layer to layer over here, and now we've got in this jacket. Now Parker doesn't really wear suits on an everyday basis, so I tried to get something on him that was very versatile, that would fit into his lifestyle. So we did one button up, but this jacket is designed for Canadian winter. It's got the zip-in sweater underneath, and it's so easy. It's like one zip and you're out. You're out of it. But we're gonna leave that on today because it's like -20 underneath, and I'm gonna undo this. Now, underneath we have an Adidas sweatshirt. It looks so good on him. It's paired perfectly with what he's wearing. You put on these DL jeans, and I don't know if you can see because you can't see her feet, but he's got these really cool brown, chocolate brown, original looking Adidas running shoes on with it. And I think the whole outfit is just paired perfectly with me. Most of all. I know, because it is all about me. We all know I love to throw it back to myself. And it's paired perfectly with Adidas. So sweats and suits is the theme for the evening. Very good. You look fabulous.
Thank you, and you as well. So
Yeah.
why don't we kind of move over to yourself, and we'll dive into what you're wearing and all your different layers. And
Well, I'm wearing cheetah because I'm feeling very animalistic. Actually, kind of look cool on you. Let's put this over top of what you're wearing and have some fun. I was just watching the Dolce & Gabbana fashion show, and all the men on the runways had cheetah coats on, or some kind of accent in their outfit. So wow, actually I think it looks better on you. Right?
No, I think it's an honest tie, but thank you so much.
This ties in so well with your Adidas sweatshirt underneath. It just sort of brings everything together.
You gotta have swagger to wear this.
Right? He's got swagger. He's got the frosted tip hair. He's got his own style. Like, you can tell you're a very creative person, and it comes out in your clothing, and you're a very elegant speaker, and he's a great runway coach too. He put together this fabulous fashion show that we did together at the Eaton Center. It had about 600 people. All the levels were full of people screaming. That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
so a lot of people to deal with, and a lot of outfits to style.
Exactly. Now, this is a passion project of mine. When I got into this role, I went to the president of Adidas Canada, and I said that I wanted to do a show that's all about representation and diversity. There was some hesitation with if we could pull it off, but we definitely delivered. This was my third fashion show now. You know, collaborating with 60 different models who work with us throughout the year. They're all people from community, so whether they're, you know, studio leaders, whether they're people that come up to our workouts, or even creatives that we work with throughout the year, it's all supposed to be a celebration of our own unique diversity and a representation of our city as well. So, you know, backdrop designed by local artists, you know, live DJ, all different types of people. So
You had Tanya Kim.
yeah, we had Tanya Kim,
She was
you
the
know,
host.
E-Talk and
So
Much
good
Music
too.
alumni.
Yeah.
She was excellent.
She
So
was
really loved
excellent.
it.
Well, you did such a job putting
Thank
the
you
show
so
together,
much.
and I love the outfit that you picked for me. I was Rina's mom.
And you totally were.
And I
Yes.
totally was. We all know our 14-year-old daughter, and
Yes.
I had a good laugh over that outfit. It was so comfortable.
Oh yeah,
It was
it was
like
very
wearing
cute.
pajamas, and I were cute. And if you want to see any footage, just jump over to my Instagram, Lindsay Lipton, stylist, and you can also find Parker as well on Instagram, and you can follow me and all of our. Good as a sandwich in between.
Yeah.
Purple and brown are always great together. Wow.
Really look very colorful.
I know, I would throw it
love
all
that.
always back to me, but we always
So what do you have coming up? What's your next show?
Yeah, great question. So our next fashion show is going to be in May.
Okay.
So we have a couple months until then. We're also organizing a Black Excellence event right now, which will be in March. Really wonderful. We're going to be collaborating with Honey Jam, you know, doing different artists coming in.
Yeah.
We'll also be doing, you know, some different customization within the store, some sweat series within Toronto Eden Center, and then we're also going to be doing a pride workout on the roof of Toronto Eden Center.
Oh, can we all come to that? I want to be on the
Are you
road.
doing anything at the Adidas store here at the or?
Here at the Well, no, unfortunately not. I do work out of our brand center. But we have the brand center Toronto, which is based out of Toronto Eden Center.
Okay.
The store here is an original store.
Oh, there's a great store in the Well. If you guys have not visited
Yeah.
it yet, it's a really big one. It's at the entrance of Front Street. When you come into the Well, you have to come visit. You have to come and visit us at the Well
Yes.
in general. If you guys have not come down, you guys need to get on because it is such a beautiful design building. It is the only one like this in Toronto that is inside outside mall, high glass ceilings, and
It's
great
beautiful,
content
yeah.
photos.
It is. It's true. Great for
It is
pictures.
great for photos.
Well, I wish they had some like you at the Adidas store here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's really exciting what we do.
Representative.
And you know, this store right here is incredible as well. Lots of the originals, more, you know, picture pieces in there. So definitely go and check it out. But if you want something that's a little bit more of a wide, diverse selection of products, definitely come through to Toronto Eden Center, come visit us, and we'll hook you up.
Cool, because I do like some of the stuff that you guys are doing now that are super fashion for Adidas. It's like,
Oh.
like those crochet tops.
Yes.
I was wearing for the fashion show.
Yeah,
Was it
Andre,
Adidas,
you did the
fashion
Adidas
show?
fashion show.
I love that top.
Yeah, the one that the best that you had on
Oh.
was so good.
So good, so on trend.
Yeah, I mean, what Adidas does really well is intentionality with their designs. You look at all the different collaborations, whether it be, you know, Pharrell Williams or
Yes.
Y3 or even our Beyonce collection. You can tell that
Yes.
there's real
Yeah.
artistic ingenuity in those collections. So really, really intentional.
Perfect.
I was actually watching a movie the other day, and it was with Jennifer Lopez, and I believe she had your collection mixed with Adidas from Gucci.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
Gucci and
Yeah.
Adidas. And I was like, I need that. Like, I
Yes.
need, like, I want
I love the
anything
mix of
she
that
wears,
together.
but that was so street mixed with like a little funk and dance. Like, whoever designed that collection, 2 thumbs up.
Great.
And send me the samples. Here.
Perfect.
To mention about whatever all the guys are wearing.
Yeah, let's have all the guys
You
come
guys
out.
want to come out?
Yeah,
and
we've
say
got a full
hi?
bar. We have a full bar tonight.
We have, these are all our guys that are back behind the camera drinking
Exactly.
some wine.
This is what we do Wednesday
Yeah.
live at 7. Come by, have a drink. We hopefully have some drinks here, but everyone well dressed. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Cheers.
We will have more information about the wine club and the boat.
And our Valentine's Day party, do not forget to get the tickets.
Exactly.
We are all going to be there. It's going to be super fun. Come and
So
party
much
with us.
fun. Exactly. You know, like. So we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
See you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.